NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They find some open field here. And now running right through it. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Sanders has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They run the counter now on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. He'll drop to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Open space inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. Play action for Miller. Now Watson looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on first down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now a handoff as they run left side. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So it'll be first down here after the run. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looking to throw. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll go down at the 28. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Good play action, hit them over the top.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And here comes the Texans now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Quick move by Miller. Lamar Miller. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season, and the Texans have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Let's go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. After the penalty, it's Miller. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense, because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. As they run left side. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Cameron Hayward. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Watson off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call. Man, there's a lot to think about when you're playing quarterback, isn't there? I mean, this is 3rd and long. So your chances of completing a pass for a first down are slim to begin with. And then when you put it into some traffic, you're really wreaking havoc with your options, aren't you? Maybe you just got to heave it into the, throw it up in the stands and make sure no one can catch it.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will have a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And Denver getting set to take the field. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Hayward in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And an alley to run. Oh, he slipped right by him. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. A fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Miller. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on third down, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tunnel roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shreds the tackle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, Anderson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 25 yards out. And Novak's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
We've got a 3rd and 11. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. A swing pass caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Antonio Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Houston. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
This will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Bucky Hodges, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Cameron Hayward getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Still shedding tackles. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Play fake. Watson Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Let's go!
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Foreman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Williams. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Let's go.
Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henderson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. And he's got some space here. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. zone now. They'll look to throw. Screen play, Anderson. And he is knocked down from the side at the 12-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
Here's Watson off the play fake. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, it shifts past him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Come on, let's go. 1,
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A lot of scoring.